Hey, welcome to this Woman Wednesday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco, coming to you today as we do every day, Monday to Friday, noon to 2 Eastern, from the Newsmax headquarters, high atop Midtown Manhattan. Start the show every day by heading downtown to the New York Stock Exchange, where today, thankfully, the NYSE is in the green. The market's up about 185 as we speak. Just approaching that 26,000 number again. As I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, these last couple of weeks, the dog days of summer, all these big hedge fund honchos and big traders and everybody, they put the computers in charge, they put it on autopilot, and they head out to the Hamptons. So absent any craziness out of our president or any geopolitical news, I expect the Dow should meander around these ranges. I'd like to see it close at 26,000 or above that to start September on a high note, and I expect that will happen. Bitcoin continues to develop tremendous support here at 10,000. It's up just a smidge today, but 10,200 is a good number for Bitcoin. And the longer it holds that 10,000 range, the more support and any good news, any government regulation or mass adoption, the numbers could go much higher, but the downside support level will stay at 10,000. So you crypto maniacs, we're following Bitcoin. We're following it every day for you right here on Liquid Lunch. And as long as it holds that 10,000 number, I think you are safe. I did say that Bitcoin is up a smidge, which rhymes with my co-host and managing editor, Fog City Midge, who's sitting in for Frank Morano. When I looked to my left today, Midge, I thought Frank had lost a significant amount of weight and put in hair extensions. But thank you so much for joining us today in Frank's absence.
Well, thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
So just so our audience isn't confused, your parents did not name you Fog City. Okay,
Nope.
Your actual name is Margaret VandenBergh.
That is the real name.
You are well known throughout the world and social media as an influencer, and you have tens of thousands of followers who follow the Fog City Midge, and you have some great videos on there. I checked a few of them out.
Well, thanks for checking
For
me
the
out.
rest of the show, I'm going to call you Midge. Does that work for you?
Midge works for me.
Or we can go with Fog City.
I mean, I like Fog City too. If you like, some people call me Foggy. I mean, I get Fog City.
You know, in
sometimes.
this whole Me Too era, I feel like if you refer to a woman as foggy, then that could be construed as you saying they're not, fully
spacey,
there. They're a little
cloudy.
spacey.
Could be.
So I'm going to go with the whole, multisyllabic Fog City.
I mean, you could call me by my full name, but that's a little formal.
Margaret Fog City Midge VandenBergh.
Yep.
Is that good?
Yep, it's a bit of a
Sounds like you've been
mouthful.
married like 3 times.
It does,
with
right?
All those, with all those names in there.
That's my first name.
So, Midge, you have tremendous shoes to fill today. And it's Woman Wednesday. On Woman Wednesday, what we do here is women are on the show every day. They're not eliminated from other days. But on Wednesday, we want that woman's point of view, that woman's perspective. And we bring on women in business, women in politics, women in philanthropy. Because I think women overall are more organized than men. They're probably a little more focused than men. And I think the woman's perspective means a lot. So it's wonderful to have a woman in place of Frank.
Well, thank you.
And
You gotta have the balance, right?
If you do good, we may replace Frank another few days. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what the audience thinks. Frank does not have 45,000 social media followers. I can tell you that. But we, before we get into this fire-breathing Woman Wednesday show, West and all these people that are watching and they're telling their friends, watching us on TV, but it doesn't translate over. And maybe I'm too old. I don't know how to get them to translate over, but we're at about 700 followers. For our audience out there who wants to see their social media presence grow, give us some tips from a real expert in this space.
Ooh, all right. Normally I charge for these kind of things, these kind of conversations. Y'all are getting it for free. So there are a ton of different ways you can build a social media following, and I'm here to help you.
You are here.
Yeah. Sorry, Frank. I don't mean to take your job, but I can help you with your social media too. Yeah, so there's a number of different ways, and it's very different actually being a conservative social media influencer versus just a regular influencer. So if somebody wanted to develop, say, like a business, it's a very different strategy. But one of the things that's so crazy is just getting my following to where it is. Even 45,000 followers has been a struggle and a fight, whereas I used to pick up about 1,000 followers a week. Now I'm averaging about 100 a week because of all of the censorship that is being put on top of people that support President Trump or that have conservative values online.
So everybody talks about, ooh, you got to learn the algorithms and I got deplatformed. So you think there is an intentional effort underway to change the algorithms to lower the presence of people who are supportive of Donald Trump?
I don't think, I know for a fact. It's 100%, I can tell you, I have seen it as everyone that I work with or know. I've become very close with many of the other much bigger social media influencers. And yeah, there is a clear suppression that is happening to conservatives on social media. And it's unbelievable that these big tech guys came in front of Congress, said there's no censorship happening, but there is. And yeah, it's absolutely insane. And so I actually attended the social media summit at the White House.
Excellent.
Yeah, and President Trump spoke about these things. He knows what is going on. This president is very in tune with social media because he uses Twitter himself. And he talked about what exactly it is that he sees on a daily basis. So, I mean, you'll see things like they've become very sneaky. So instead of just sort of deleting posts or banning people from their platforms, now what they do is they limit your reach. So you might post something that you think, okay, this is a really good post, it's going to do really well, but all of a sudden it starts going up, and then all of a sudden it kind of caps off, and then it'll drop. They'll take away likes or retweets from you.
Yeah. You know, here's me blaming Nico, who's in charge of our social media. Why can't we get more followers? And now there might be an excuse. I might have to lighten up on him because all of our stuff is pretty much pro-Trump. But, you know, we have on Democrats, as you know, and we have on independents, and we try to create a forum here for what I call them the purple people that are in the middle. But maybe the perception by the social media sites is that being with pro-Trump, so they don't let us get the reach that we want. Could that be it?
That exactly could be it.
Okay.
They might be limiting your reach for sure. I mean, I would also have to look at your post. Maybe it could help you out a little bit. But yeah, I mean, they limit people's reach. And it's so sneaky, right? I think it's because after Instagram and Facebook got together and they banned some of the more, controversial conservative voices out there, people like Alex Jones, Laura Loomer, Milo Yiannopoulos, they got so much pushback after that I think they realized they have to be more sneaky about it.
Wow,
and that's
so
what they're
they're
doing.
being sneaky about it.
Yep.
And right about now in this segment, we usually do Frankly Speaking, where Frank does a little news of the day. So now we're going to do Midgely Speaking. You haven't prepared that?
Oh, I'm going to be Midgely Speaking.
She's not prepared, so we're not going to do Midgely Speaking.
I'll wing it. I mean, what do you want me to speak about?
I'm joking around. Frank, no one can, Frank is inimitable. We can't imitate him. I was kidding. But so Fog City refers maybe to San Francisco. You come from the western coast, and in San Francisco, there is all kinds of craziness going on, and you know about it firsthand. There was just some news out the other day that while, they're creating these safe spaces for people to shoot up their heroin, and now they've put squads on the street to sweep up the human feces in the street. I saw this great meme the other day. It was this big tent city of all people living in boxes and